What's up, my people? This your girl, Queen B, in the mother effing house. Anyway, people, look, I want to put my 2 cents in on this damn so-called lawsuit that's supposed to be taking place between Majesty and that blogger, right? I want to put my 2 cents in this. Majesty, oh Majesty. You trying to do what you been and everybody been wanting to do for the longest, right? And you're seeking this now as the opportunity to exercise the power to do so with the help of the plankers, of course, because I'm sure, to me, majority of the royals, I don't believe is probably going to join in with this, right? It's mainly the plankers that will celebrate and support this lawsuit because of the personal vendetta and dislike they have for this blogger. And you're trying to definitely exercise your power and to actually show everyone and that blogger that if you want the support to take them to court, you can have it, or you will have it. But Majesty, you know that you really and truly, I mean, you have to prove me wrong on this. This one, Majesty, you're going to have to prove me wrong. You know you have no intentions of taking this all the way to the courts. You know that, Majesty. Because if you are a busy businessman like you claiming that you are, I don't see where you really going to find the time to do this. And I promise you, that individual is not going to go down easily. Yeah, they're not going to take it lightly, and they're not going to go down easy. And I can actually see that individual will spend every dime, every penny, every cent they have to drag it out as long as it needs to be dragged out. So I actually don't see you with that type of time on your hand to take this all the way to court for something like that. Yes, it's something major, it's something serious. It is definitely a serious allegation when it comes to your character, yes, right? But we know it did not just start it today. And we know that allegation been out there for a minute now. And anybody who's going to sit on social media and be an hypocrite and say this is the first time they're hearing about it, they are exactly what I just said. They're a big hypocrite. Something like that, an allegation like that, I've said several times throughout the years by different people. And Kriss, you ignored it. You never paid it any attention. You never came out and denied it, or you never came out to admit it. You just ignored it, period, right? So we know that this so-called, pretended lawsuit is really a personal vendetta against that individual. And if people wants to send you their money, right? Because I've seen them send money for more foolishness than this. So if they want to choose to send you their money, that's on them. That's their money. They work for it. It's not my money. It's not anybody on social media money. And what people do with their money, I care zero. But once you get that money, Kriss, you know you're not going to really move forward with the lawsuit. So what you're going to do, you're going to come out and say, guys, this really going to take up too much of my time. I'm really, really busy. I'm trying to, get my life together. I'm trying to work hard so I could be able to, save enough money to buy my house. And, this is just going to be a big distraction for me. So what I'm going to do, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and return your money. Majesty, you and I both know these people are not going to take back their money from you. You know that. I know that, you know that. That they're not going to take their money back from you. They're going to say, no, Your Majesty, we love you. We already gave it to you. Go ahead and keep it. And then what you're going to do with that money, Your Majesty, is either you're going to put it in whatever savings that you claim you already have towards your house or towards whatever business you're trying to, establish. And you know that. You know that ahead of time. And that's me, Queen Bee, saying that to you. And whether I'm wrong or not, at the end of the day, that is my opinion of how I'm assessing the situation right now with you. You know you put that GoFundMe up as a form of trying to prove that you could get the support if you wanted. And also, you saw the opportunity to make some money off of all this drama and chaos that's going on. Because that's what you do, right? You look for the opportunity of where you can make money, and that's what you're going to do. And I personally believe that you already knew ahead of time you had no intention of taking anyone to court, but you needed to prove if these people would have supported you, and you knew they would or will, and they did or are, right? And then at the end of the day, you're going to use that money for yourself because they're going to let you keep the money, and you know that. But you know what? I am not donating a dime, a penny, or a cent. So therefore, I really and truly care zero. But I still had to make that observance, right, of what I'm seeing. Now, as far as the other individual, okay, again, it's only human nature. It was only human nature, especially in the diaspora that we're in, that they would have ran with the story, right? Because this is somebody that has been, Kriss was somebody that has been riding their backs. Well, they both have been going back and forth for years. That's not a secret, right? They both have been going back and forth for years. They both have called each other some derogatory names. Both of them have accused each other of certain things. So this is an ongoing feud that's been going on. So this is nothing new between them. So, I mean, if the shoe was on the other side or the other foot, like I said before, the other side would have celebrated and ran out and did the same thing. They would have gleed, they would have laughed, they would have, the whole their followers, everybody would have came out and laughed and talk about it and blog about it, and it would have just been all over social media if the shoe was on the other foot and such serious allegation came about that other blogger. Yes, you guys would have ran out with it and did the same exact thing like she's doing. Does that require to be sued for, especially if it was never originally originated from you, even though by law, yes, that person still could be held accountable because they repeated it. But in all fairness, though, that person was not the originator of this rumor. And yet, I don't see Kriss going after the originator. And Kriss has been called many different things, even worse than this, worst accusation, drugs being in their cake, shit, I mean, their business has been dragged, their character has been dragged even worse than this. And Kriss remained quiet, and Kriss did not bring a lawsuit against any other individual that went after him and his business. So why this particular blogger? Again, because it's a personal vendetta. And he feels as if he can set the tone to let social media know that he has that much power or that much influence or that much support to bring that person down if he chooses to. And this is all what it is for you, Kriss. It's just to prove a point. And at the end of the day, you're not going to go that far. Again, prove me wrong. Let me see if you're going to go all the way through with this. Prove me wrong, Kriss. Because I know you like a book. And anybody that have not studied you, studied your moves, study how you are as a person, if they have not took the time to do that, then yes, they were completely 100% believe that you're fully ready to go, and you genuinely is going to go all the way through to the courts with this person. But me, Kriss, I've observed you over the years. I've been following you for many, from you were this skinny little kid behind your computer saying, this is Kriss. I think you should say something like, this is Kriss to the mother effing S or something like that, you know. And you were so skinny, you sitting behind the computer, and you had very limited followers. At the time when I used to watch you in the beginning, you barely had 100 people watching you. So that's how long I've been following you, Kriss, okay? So I know a little bit about what you're capable of. And what I'm saying to you is, you're calling a bluff, and you're collecting money in the process of calling that bluff, knowing darn well if you don't go through with it, you're still going to get to keep that money. What would you call that, Kriss? Anyways, people, I come, me chat, and me gone. All right. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, morning. No matter what part of the world you're in today, Queen Bee come, she chat, and she gone. Bye.